Eh. Wasn't the smoothest start, but I did it. They said it couldn't be done. They were calling me washed. Hopefully people aren't able to hear my brother gaming in the other room. He'd be loud as hell. Hope he doesn't say anything crazy. Be tragic. I see Corey in the chat. Braden at the server. Damn, I guess not. Braden not adding people. I see the impact that has. People slow to the punch. We're in the new year, everybody. It's 2032. What a time to be alive, Shirley.
I've sent the ad.
Oh my god. Alright, well, we're gonna see where we left off.
Kylian Mbappe. Mm-hmm. The best player in the world. Kylian Mbappe.
Brand's really inspired.
I need a World Cup.
Oh, Brandon finally announcing his tier 3. I'm really going to be forced to spend money on Discord Nitro to keep the reward tab as one message.
I'm paying you $25. You should invest it in the product.
Sad times we live in. I want to know who Brayden thinks is winning the Natty right now.
Didn't I tell you Utah?
Is that who you went with?
I think so.
Who do other people think is going to win the Natty right now? When I can just, yeah, but that's too easy.
I thought someone said UT. Oh. I feel like Sam lives to ruin your life.
I actually had high hopes for Washington this season, but they're kind of, I don't know. There's still time to turn it around for them, but
we actually have expectations for them, and they are not living up to
I'm
it.
quite disappointed by the way they've played so far this season.
Mr. Odier.
Man. All right, Brayden, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Our first game of the stream is, I mean, I guess you'd call it an upset, but it's a win for Miami on the road.
Interesting.
Over Virginia. Devin Householder with 17 points to lead the Hurricanes in this winning effort. Mega Chud.
What do you pay the co-host for? Co-host didn't even know about a show.
Yeah, you did. You had 60 minutes to prepare for this shit.
60 minutes. I had to drop everything I was doing just to make the show. You know how much sacrifice I had to make? You know how much sacrifice I've made for this organization?
You're not curing cancer, Braden.
What do I pay you for?
To make UTA an unstoppable machine.
Well, that sure as hell hasn't happened. At least David's here. At least David loves me.
At least I can always count on Heel to be here. At least I can always count on him.
At least I know he'll always answer my messages. Unlike you.
When did I not answer your message?
There's probably been a time in the past week you haven't. Sam, shut up.
Probably.
Before I beat your ass.
Sometimes I see something you post, but I'm like tired. I don't really care that much.
Sam about to get whipped. On God.
But yeah,
Not
Virginia 3-3 in conference. They were technically in this spot last year, as well.
Ooh, wait, new purchase option for code. Yeah, I actually came up with that. I was telling Shane about the.
That's
Did
legal.
you make that?
Yeah, I did. It's 5K.
Oh, 5K.
I don't want people spamming that shit. I'll probably limit it to like once a season too.
We all damn well know who I'm fixing. No. Okay, it's there.
Who are you fixing?
John. You know who?
Shut
The
up.
terrorists in New Britain.
Man, we're really still trying to fix this, huh? Yeah.
Put that in their sliders.
All right. That's enough of looking at that one. In other news, Kansas, they're in deep shit. They might actually just be bad. What's your take on this one, Braden? What do you got to say about the Jayhawks?
I can't keep defending them.
The fall from grace is kind of crazy. On God, I wonder if Winston Cavalli's job gets called into question here at all. Like if this gets like really bad, I
They might
wonder.
have to. Or do you think he'd have like one more leniency, but it's like a short leash?
Scotty Turner with 20 points, Sterling Morrison with a double-double. Riley Fox, who's funny enough, he's like projected to go top 5 in the draft. But this Kansas team is just they've just not joined together really at all. They're not a team. They're just a bunch of individuals. To be cliche. Iowa State's not anything crazy, as you can see. This was their first conference win. Sad. Alright, next game. God damn it, Houston, they keep doing it. Close win for them.
Program? There's one program I've never seen, like the past few years, I've talked about it probably like last stream, was the roster construction is so ugly. And they just make it work, Shane. I don't understand.
Man, if I'm Edward Candlish, I'm close to crashing out, bro.
Oh, I forgot about that. What is Johnny famously referenced? Fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, West Virginia kind of Yeah.
Clips Productions. I think that was Yoni. Fuck, I forgot about that lure.
Wait, who was it?
Clips Productions. You remember Yoni was
Oh yeah, didn't he make a ton of money on a bet in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that lure, Lucas.
When he picked who was it, Anton Jameson to win Rookie of the Year, and he actually did.
That was your prime. Now what the fuck is this shit? The downfall?
Ryan Tomkowitz with a double double. Baron Armstrong close to a double double as well.
Yoni don't know ball.
Houston Houston wins a lot of games they probably shouldn't, and West Virginia's losing a lot of games they should probably be winning. First year of the Sharif Sellers era, kind of off to a rough start here in the Big 12. Pierre Dowdell, though, he's kind of proven that his coaching chops are he's like that. Big credit to him, because this team should not be 14-2. I'm gonna be so real with you.
Maybe he's just a hater. Maybe their coach is just that damn good. Maybe he's just elite game manager.
Maybe he is like that. Hey, Braden, look at this.
Oh, that's actually a huge ass win for us. The star of the team, Charlie Wheeler, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Aiden Green for Georgetown dropped 24 points, 5 rebounds, and made 5 3-pointers.
You're not gonna talk about the other guy?
Well, Orpheus?
Yeah, talk about Orpheus. What did he do?
Be great. Well, that's all you want me to say. Orpheus is great.
Providence is cooking.
I won't now until
I
they
don't know.
realize that they're part of the problem.
Do we think Providence can catch Creighton in the standings?
At 6-2, they're gonna have to beat Creighton what, twice? Have they already played Creighton?
No, not yet.
Yeah, they got to beat them twice to catch them.
And not suffer any more defeats. But yeah, they definitely needed this one. Still trying to dig their way out of the hole they dug themselves.
Shut the fuck up, bot. Shut up.
No way we got
Still
bots
tough to
here
win
this
the
early in
game.
the stream. Alright, next game. I think I'm out. I think I'm out on Kentucky, man.
Because they lost to Auburn? That's what does it for you?
Yeah, this is an Auburn team that's not even good either.
You hate Auburn. I respect your consistency in hating them. Like, it's actually kind of inspirational.
And it's funny because I don't really have any really personal reasons to hate them. Their ball, it just kind of the way they play ball, it just stinks, you know.
I think you just.
It's Kansas. Kentucky, dude. Kentucky's offense is just like they're in quicksand every game. They make scoring look so difficult.
Malik Jones is not good. We've discussed this before.
I think honestly, I think the whole team is just their offensive system they run is just not working. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. Because I thought Byron Larrier was like a decent hire for Kentucky, but they're still just struggling. Now we're over here losing to an Auburn team that's like bad. Cooked, man. Ugh. I shout out Morton Hillman. He had a decent game, but this wasn't some special effort by Auburn. Malik Jones was good in this game, but you know, every other game he's basically a ghost. Sad.
I wonder how Brian feels that his dude is just a no-show.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so real. Not giving him a boost of potential was probably one of the greatest mistakes ever made.
That actually helped me. Really. I got to see the trial and error, Shane, of those types of purchases.
But we live with our mistakes. Malik Jones is going to be like a second-round pick. Yeah. Good luck to him in his pro career. I wouldn't stay here. Next, We had to check in on this little rivalry because Santa Clara was actually not having a bad season going into this game, and it made it a close one.
Hold up. I need to find a clip. Emasculated. Development. What development?
Jeremiah Mason seems like the point guard of the future here. He had a very good game
Man,
today.
you actually don't know what this result does for me. I feel inspired now.
Idris Kamara, though, he's kind of the alpha on this St. Mary's team from the looks of it.
Shane really has me inspired.
Olivier Delacroix with a double-double, 4 assists. Bright side for Santa Clara, I viewed this as they'd probably be like a 3rd or 4th place team in this conference, but they seem like they're just gonna stick around in 2nd. Seems like a good omen for their future, assuming they don't lose anybody important. Mac Dawkins, what?
Yeah, ducking the smoke.
What do you got to say, Brayden? Any comments?
Emasculated.
I wouldn't even say you got out-coached this time. They kind of just lost to a team that's just superior to them. I don't know what else to say. I'm more encouraged by this result if I'm a Santa Clara guy. St. Mary's just gotta keep the wins coming in. Let people know that you're still here, trying to go for a repeat. All right, next game. Whew! How we feel? The Rebels.
It's always a 3-team race in the Mountain West. It's always a 3-team race, but UNLV, they took first blood.
What a thriller in Phoenix.
I wish we could actually see how this game went down.
Rashad Maldonado with 23 points, 8 boards, and 4 stocks. Tariq Williams with 8, 6, and 6 balance per game for him. But Maldonado and Young carried the scoring for their respective teams. Speaking of Edgar Young, 28-4 on 8 of 12 shooting for him. UNLV gets a key victory on the road as well. I'm making such a big fuss about GCU, but UNLV is 16-1. Wonder if they've got a case to get ranked if they can keep this up. All right, we move on. Oh my God. Oh my God, is Lucas or Nick here? Washington, they did a thing.
Giles popped off 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Romello Clark helping out. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. And Mark Hill for Purdue. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. And yeah, the Huskies actually finally did something for once. 3 and 4 in Big Ten play. Not good, but they did just beat a top 10 team in the nation. So
They got work to do. Fuck Purdue. Yoni's just gonna blame Purdue for being deep at center, so that Yoni's like mid center wasn't gonna play there. I love how Purdue's like a national contender now that Bridgestone is off their roster. I think that's kind of funny. All right, next game. Man, I talk about the offense not being good,
but they beat the in-state rival.
Then 2 guys pop off.
Wait, no, I'm so stupid.
These are different states, Braden. What are you talking about?
I know. That's why I said I was so stupid. I've been reading the Freddy saga. Reminds me of Yoni. But Carlos Mentos, 27.7 rebounds, 5 stocks, 7 3-pointers made. Was this brother all over the court, Shane?
A little
Where's his
bit.
assists at though? That's the only thing he missing is assists. But Jalen Redick, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 stocks. That's a total of 8 blocks between two
I
dudes.
think Malik Jones had like 4 points in this game. He was he
Maybe if
was
you
not
just ice
involved.
him out, you ice him out, then he's a nobody.
This team this team is so frustratingly inconsistent. I know Tennessee's pissed losing the game like this. We're like, man, really? We caught these two performances. Deion Washington was the leading scorer for Tennessee, had 19 points in this one. You lose by 1 on the road at Rupp. Yeah, for real. Why didn't Tennessee score one more bucket? Are they stupid or something? They might be. Man, I'm amazed. Does Kentucky parlay this into more wins? We'll see. Next game. These conference races starting to get a little ugly, I'm not going to lie. Noah Sayers had no help because MSU was able to shut down Zach Farmer. Slipper Yoni's hilarious, bro. Every one of Yoni's players is apparently just the next Jokic. Yoni, you do realize Randy Van Claiborne is like getting drafted after this season, right?
Yeah, ain't being shit.
Like he's leaving for the league. Like he is not staying. But yeah, Omari Corbett, 15 and 3 steals for him. Sulprin Tavasholu, 11, 3 and 4. Pretty balanced effort for the Spartans. Like Noah Sayers was literally the only one who's effective scoring the ball in this game. Extremely so. 12 for 17 from the field. 34 points in total. But Iowa, the team that I had started to say perhaps I was too harsh on them. Now they're starting to lose games. Once I accepted them for what they were, they show me their ugly side. Sad. And now we go to another game. Pretty rough week for Georgetown. 2 tough losses for them.
Creighton's just chugging along. Isaiah Nikos really saved their lives.
He's a good part of their team, but I wouldn't even say he's like been a savior or anything. This team was already good. They won the Big East last year. Or well, not the tournament, but they finished first in the conference. How you feel about Jonah Basio? I haven't felt this way about a player since Adam Brault. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if he's quite on his level, but he's a player. He's one of those dudes. Also, shout out Victor Rooney. Nice 20 and 8 game for him. What you think, Braden?
It's Creighton to lose. Nebraska's jumping right now.
People in Nebraska think Creighton's gonna win the Natty right now.
It's coming home before it's coming back to Lincoln. That's all I gotta say.
When the hell would Nebraska Cornhuskers basketball win a Natty?
No, I'm not saying it's coming back. I'm just trying to make fun of the English, you know. It's like it's coming home.
Oh.
That's what.
That's what they'd be saying at every soccer tournament.
Yeah, it's coming home. Well, I'm saying with the Lincoln, UNL or University of Nebraska for you non-Nebraska folks, coming home. I'm
But
not
yeah,
saying the full name, Lucas.
good win for Creighton. Georgetown, rough week for them. I think they'll be fine. Just don't let this spiral into a bigger losing streak. Hoyas should still be a tournament team. They can keep it together. All right, next game. West Virginia. Oh my God, Edward Cantlish might be the most he might be the sickest man in the country.
You
Just
think this just falls down to coaching, or
I don't even know. Like, how do you have a dude dropping 30 and you still lose, bro? He's done this a couple times. You're not even losing to like great teams. Like, all due respect to Texas Tech, but they ain't really been world beaters in this sim. Kotohira had 17 in this game, and Kainari Evans with a workman-like double-double. 11 and 10. We love to see it. West Virginia falls to 2 and 5 in Big 12 play. Woof. Rough week for them as well. That's all I got to say about that, honestly. Feel sorry for Edward. He is carrying this team, and they don't want to be carried. Next up. Oh my God. Moody Magic.
imagine if they had Sensa.
It's kind of crazy that SMU's gotten better without Sensa, and NC State's gotten much better with him. But both sides are better afterwards.
I don't really. When have you ever seen a transfer like this, where both teams just benefited?
I'm sure it's happened before, but I certainly didn't expect SMU to be quite as in the thick of a lot of these games as they've been. Brian back on a 3-stream watch streak. Special stuff. But anyway, Chris Raylan, 17, 3 and 4. Raheem Chikalikal with 11 and 7 for him. David Veasley at 16, 9, 3 and 3 blocks. But Georgia Tech loses a close one at SMU. Kind of sucks for them. They're trying to keep pace at the top of the ACC, but that's a big hit for them there. The Mustangs trying not to be bitch made this year. Hey, speaking of Sensa's new team, they score a win over Duke.
In a defensive ass game. Shane, walk me through this game. Since you were in this game, walk me through it.
I mean, this is biblically accurate Duke versus NC State, though, right?
Like, why are you not rebounding?
Why am I not rebounding?
Yeah.
Because NC State's the best rebounding team in the nation.
That sounds like excuses to me.
It is true.
Christian
they're
Laettner
number
will
one.
spit at you right now.
I'm not the starting center.
Still, be better.
Fucking Yoni. Bryce Norman with 14 and 5. Barry Clover was good in this game. Double-double with 2 blocks. Me with 18 and 5.
I'm just
The Blue Devils lose by 2 points in Raleigh. Or well, I think more biblically accurate Duke NC State would be Duke losing by double digits, though, right?
I already see David's in the
They
chat
just
for this
kind
one. Yeah, I saw
they just
nothing.
kind of get pounced on. Yoni Delios doesn't even start right now.
Lucas wasn't even here when you crashed out, Shane. He wasn't here when Yoni got banned. I think about that sometimes.
That's kind of crazy that you missed all that. That's funny, honestly. Just coming back and having no idea that any of that happened. All right, next game. Got some close ass games in the ACC today. Whew. Virginia gets back in the win column with a close win over Pitt. Kind of a shame some of these teams have to have like these ugly ass records because the ACC has like 5 or 6 like really good teams. Cedric Carnish with 17-9 and 2 blocks. Tate Whitney was good, 14-4 and 6 for him. Damon Pettiman 13-8 and 7 blocks for him. But his defense wasn't quite enough to tilt this in the Panthers' favor. That might happen. I'm gonna be I'm gonna assume they're gonna get like 8 or 9, but I don't know if that would happen in this sim. I feel like with everyone's like having their own players and stuff, I feel like it kind of balances shit out a little bit. 16 bids for one conference would be fucking nuts, by the way. Braden, do you have any comments about either of these teams?
Nah, Virginia's still good. Them boys still here. They still good.
They're good, but they're mortal. They're not an unstoppable force. I keep saying this just so people start to accept that. You don't have to fear them the way you feared them before.
That's kind of disrespectful. You
Next
still have to
game.
fear them.
Man, I'm not used to seeing Miami get dragged like this. This doesn't happen to them often. UNC. How does David feel? I'm starting to think this Tar Heels team is fucking legit. They got the guard play, bro. Landeros and Teague are those dudes. Like that is a guard duo that can win you a championship. I love how UNC and NC State are just like tied at the top of the ACC right now.
I feel like David just.
I know. David just loves that. Leonard Landeros was the star in this one. 21 points for him, 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Makai Douglas. Honestly, I thought he'd be a bigger factor on this team, but honestly, he's just kind of playing the role as just an auxiliary piece. But he is the starting center for this team. Jalen Crosswell was the most impactful Hurricane in this game, but they kind of got smoked out. Only 48 points. UNC, NC State, and Duke all good in the same season. What have we come to as a society? And that is our last game of our first week. Braden, what do you see? Tell me what you see here.
South Florida is the first thing I see. USC. I knew their coach would get them out the hood. I knew he would get them out. UTA has so much respect. It's crazy to me. We could be where Creighton's at right now if we didn't lose those 2 games. Vandy shot up. Tech fell down. Pitt fell down. Michigan shooting back up. So they're still in contention to finish first.
They had that rough start to Big Ten play, but they've picked it back up.
Indiana's there. Purdue fell down, of course. Creighton's still undefeated. What's that? Only 2 undefeateds left in the country.
Yep, Creighton and Utah. That's all there is. Oh yeah. I don't know if Corey would be interested in doing this, but I would consider moving Zarius Gamble to guard, just so Michigan can play Hunter Hudgens as the other forward, so they don't have to start a shitter. Just something to consider. I don't know if you want to do it or not, but they're kind of they're playing on a razor's edge doing that bullshit. All right, we can do that next request stream. But yeah, BYU. I'm so excited for the Utah BYU game when we get to it. I think that's going to be in early February. How do you feel about Xavier climbing up?
Inspirational.
Yeah, South Florida though, they honestly only have like one like actual like star player by overall, but they kind of got the Stony Brook vibes where that team's just been together a long time. Levi's not going to do that for you, Yoni. And it's his player, so he gets to have his say about that. North Carolina has that great week, and they just get passed up by A&M. I see who the game likes more. The game likes them some Texas A&M. All right, next week. I wanted to shout out USF, their first game being ranked. And look at that. It's a double-digit win on the road at Tulane. How you feel, Braden?
Thought Florida might be here, but it's fucking my Memphis pick, though.
Yeah, Memphis is kind of... I'm not even sure they'll be second, honestly. Like USF's just they got the momentum. Kind of sucks for me because I picked Memphis too, but yeah, USF pretty good. Alex Golubuski, 14-3 and 2 steals. Dalen Rocker, 13-5. Nothing, no like really super impressive stat lines here, but. Bulls win another one. They haven't lost in a while. I want to say it's like 14 in a row for them wins. Next game. Duke. No. I have a feeling this is Yoni's fault somehow.
Is that who I see? Is that Spencer Hawkins?
Yep.
That's a name I didn't think I was seeing forever. And
I'm kind of impressed Georgia Tech rebuilt a decent team by the time before he graduated, honestly.
I'm glad. He could be out Colorado cooking though. Probably had himself a real coach now.
Yeah, he's a chances guy. He's from the 2-parent household.
Yeah.
He only scored points. He didn't really do a lot else, but he led the team in scoring. And that's worth something, damn it. Duke experiencing some trouble. It's back-to-back losses for them. I mean, I guess on the bright side, they've all been close and on the road, so nothing that's like yikes for them yet. But I mean, you obviously don't want to lose though. All right, next game. Staying in the ACC. Oh my God, these guards, bro. This David, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You might have start thinking championship this year. That's got to be in the cards right now. Y'all been putting good teams in the ground recently too. They might be. Yeah, man, Brandon, you want to know a coach that would not have been able to have this team moving like this?
Or Williams Jr.
Yeah, honestly. You don't want to know who's a real coach? James Mack.
Who?
The coach they have now. Took him a little bit to get it going, but he's got a hell of a team this year. Travion Teague and Leonard Landeros, these are the dudes, man. These two are both healthy for the tournament. Watch out. Darius Ward Jr., shout out to him, 15, 6, and 2 blocks. But Pitt, a team that I honestly had pretty high expectations for. They were bringing a lot of their guys back for this season after how last year ended. But been kind of rough for them recently. Got to get it together. Get a couple big wins. Next one. Hey, it's our once a stream Akron checkup. And here we see them beating Bowling Green on the road.
With a generational performance from Greg Frost.
Yeah, he was awesome. 28 and 7. 2 steals, 7 made threes. Tucker Harrison was good as well.
I will say Bowling Green has done great in conference play compared to their overall record.
Yeah, they've been like throughout this entire sim, they've been a very good team in conference play for the most part. Yeah, Mr. Frost though, he's the star now, honestly. Honestly thought it would be Tucker Harrison, but Frost has taken full command of the offense. All right, moving on. We're going to the SEC where, I like this. North Carolina should not have lost their number 2 ranking. I like the Aggies, but this was needed. Missouri pulls the upset. Chad Greer, 20 points, 5 boards, and 4 made threes. Russell Schraub, 10, 8, and 6 blocks for the center. Abram Lovett at 17 for the Aggies. Drop a second game in conference. Missouri's been kind of the same story for them as last season, like kind of a so-so out of conference, but they do pretty well in the SEC slate, so I know that their programs, that's a better spot for their program than they were the previous couple years after Adam Brault left. Good for them. They definitely a team that could make the tournament. All right, next game. Hey, speaking of Utah, my God.
This might be the best team in the nation. Might be the best team in the nation.
You think so?
I love Sharif, but Utah is it's different.
I mean, in the preseason, like I looked at their rosters, like they could be good. They could be very good. But I wasn't really like pounding the table for them. Honestly, I was like they could, but I don't really see them being some insanely good team. I didn't think they had the upside, but man, they are killing people right now. Ty Roback's been great as their lead guard. Monroe Grigsby, their their lineup's just so strong. I know they lost Daniel Morga for the rest of the season, but they have Murphy Prieslack who's gonna step right in. Like that's not a huge downgrade or anything. They're just a wagon right now. I'm so looking forward to that BYU game because that is a team that is on their level, like roster wise. I'm excited for that game when we get to it. Next game. Hmm. Hmm.
UFC for real. I've been telling you this. Can you apologize? Can you apologize, please, Shane? I just want to hear another apology.
Yeah, I was too soon writing them off. I saw them lose 2 games early, and I was like, oh man, this team's really doing this again. But I honestly I want to talk about, has Purdue run out of gas? Because them starting the season as strong as they did, I I didn't really buy it all that much. Just because I looked at their roster, I'm like, these guys running around with the best offense in the nation, like, huh? I still think Purdue's a good team, but perhaps they're settling back down to more of a what I expected, just a good second tier Big Ten team. But yeah, USC though, they are at the top of the conference right now, 7-1. Allen Mitchell was great in this game with 25-5-3. Mason Mucker, 13-5-3. Mark Hill's been good for the Boilermakers these past few games, but it hasn't been enough to get them wins recently. Maybe the Chinese guys weren't the end of the world for USC. Maybe I need to forgive China. Maybe. All right, moving on. More upsets in the Big Ten. Indiana, also a team that I'm not really buying their ranking all that much. They lose a game here to Ohio State. Kevon Bates and Monte Webb. That's a good combo there for the Buckeyes. Gets them a win at home over the visiting Hoosiers. I will say, though, Caspian Caruso, he has been a good freshman for the Hoosiers. But I don't really view him as some, like, transformative player that's going to turn your team from just kind of mid into something to really pay attention to. All due respect to him. But Kevon Bates, he's had a couple big games this year. Ohio State staying towards the top of the Big Ten standings with this win. What'd you think, Braden?
Honestly, still needs more investment. Kevon Bates, I've been a big fan of his, but I don't know. Hoosiers, I know my boy Walker probably throwing a fit a few years from now about this result. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they could get LeBron James to invest in the program. When someone submits LeBron James to be the coach.
Special stuff. All right, moving on. More struggle bus for the Kentucky Wildcats. They were close.
Ronan Cortez, hell of a stat line. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Montreal dropped a beautiful 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Just great all around play, overall play from their stars, if I can speak English properly. Jalen Redick dropping 13, 3 and 4, 2 blocks to go with it, but just enough as the number 2 Aggies hold on.
I know Justin Harris has been, I think he's been hurt recently. I forget if he's back or not, but either way, they need somebody else, man. This offense, man, it's so it's so bad some games. And it sucks because their defense is pretty good. I don't know what the fix is, though. If this team sneaks into the tournament, I'm not sure what kind of prospects they're going to have. All right, next game. We were talking about USC, but good Lord, Washington did a thing again. But I know Braden might have a comment about how they did it.
I'm disgusted looking at that. I'm disgusted, Shane. I'm utterly disgusted. 36 free throws.
When Braden makes a media post about head coach William Kietland getting pissed about the free throw disparity in this game.
35 and 36 is unexcusable. How does this even happen, ladies and gentlemen?
Why didn't USC just not foul? Are they stupid?
I'm
Bro, what?
utterly disgusted.
Gao Shuren, the hero, the Chinese hero. 23, 5, 4, and 2 steals, 5 made threes. But yeah, Washington got to the line a lot in this game. The Huskies may be actually digging themselves out of their hole. They're over 500 in conference play. This is progress. Still got a little bit of work to do because the team last year was just a front runner the whole season. Yeah, I know coach at USC pissed about this game. And then game Corey wanted highlighted, but it didn't go good. It did not go well for Idaho.
Because the Grizzlies fucked them.
Montana wins the big matchup in the Big Sky to take sole possession of first place. And the Grizz did it with defense. Hassled Clay Carvin in most of the game. He did not have a great shooting game. And they were also efficient on offense. Philip Rawls and Darren Heaney combined to be 14 of 18 altogether for all their field goals. 19 points and 18 points respectively for Rawls and Heaney. Idaho falls for the first time in a while, but Montana, though, they've honestly impressive. I didn't really think they were going to be as good as they've been this year. I was pretty confident Idaho would win this game, but they did not. So, Idaho will get another shot at them in Moscow later in the season. What you think, Braden? What you know about Big Sky hoops?
Nothing much, really.
What you know about this rivalry?
Nothing much. I just know all about the Montana rivalry. That's some real.
That's real bad blood. Grizzlies and Bobcats.
That's real bad blood.
Yeah, Idaho good team this year, but Montana though, that's a statement win. Might have to highlight the rematch. Both teams are still cooking. All right, moving on. Oh my God, Braden.
Look at that! Look at that! They actually coexisted for once, Shane.
Look at the title of the stream.
Coexistence. Oh, Shane's popping me. Ah,
When is Braden gonna respect my title game?
you saying I don't respect it?
I've never heard you say. You know what, Shane? You come up with some good titles,
Shane, you've improved with your titles.
and that means Utah is now the only remaining unbeaten team. Creighton finally tastes defeat for the first time this season. Orpheus McConnell and Gale King across the leaders for this upset. Providence did it on the road too in Omaha. Jonah Basio, not a lot of scoring for him, but he was very good in this game. I mean, it was a this was a war that Providence won. Like the biggest reason I think that Creighton has been as good as they've been is they are the nation leaders in blocked shots, which I always view as like a big time championship indicator. And it's not like one guy does it, like the whole team blocks shots. But Braden, how you feel? It's a big win.
Program defining win.
I don't know about program
That's
defining, but that's definitely season saving.
You don't think it's program defining? Number 7.
I'd say it's program defining if they can leverage this into a tournament run of some kind. Then they'll look back at this one and says this is where it started. But yeah, good one for the Friars. They are in the thick of the Big East race now. They are a game behind Creighton in the conference race. Can they catch them? We shall see. And then our Alabama State update. They gave Jackson State a fight, but the Tigers are a little too good. How you feel, Braden?
It's close, but I still think it's Jackson State's to lose this year.
I'm in agreement. I said that in the preseason. I was like, Alabama State's going to be improved, but Jackson State's like their roster's still intact, and that's a really good group. So,
Like, do I think they will arrive? Yeah, I just don't.
Oh, next year they're for sure going to be here. No way they're
next
not.
year, but
I think next year is when they can actually win the SWAC. KP, he high key outplayed Allen Jackson in this game. That was a huge swing for them. But yeah, Jackson State wins the game here. They have a 3-game lead on Alabama State. I know I'm pretty sure Prairie View is pulled into second place. Alabama State's down to third. Watch out for the Panthers. They won this conference last season, so Jackson State high key might have to focus a little more on them. They got the championship pedigree in this conference. They've won it twice. All right, next game. Houston, they finally take an L. I'm not used to seeing this from them. But them being 16-3 is still kind of crazy. Dwight Barnes with 15, 7, and 4 for the Red Raiders. Kanari Evans with another hard-working double-double. Jose Torchia with a 14-6 game, 4 made threes. Texas Tech, not total shitters in the Big 12. 5-4. It's not a bad mark. What does Braden think about these two teams? How do we feel about Texas Tech? I haven't had your thoughts about them in a while.
I've seen them. What was it? This their second appearance in the stream?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing something. They're doing something right. I'll give them their props. They're doing something. It's just I want them to finally put it all together, Shane. That's the thing with them. I want them to put it all.
They only have one. They only have one tournament appearance to their names in this sim.
I know, which is a little frustrating at times. Like, damn.
Yeah, I feel like this program's like left a little bit of meat on the bone with that. Like they could be better. But yeah, good win. Doesn't really make me. I'm still very impressed with how Houston's been even as good as they are. Only their third loss of the season is crazy considering what their roster looks like. All right, next game. Uh-oh, Raheem Savage. He kind of went crazy in this game.
Tournament time for the Hokies, you think?
It's possible. Duke with their third straight L. Ugh.
David Parker's back from injury.
This is their first loss to be at home, though. Hokies get it done in Durham. Noah Jackson was the leading scorer in this one. 23-4 for him, but Raheem Savage, 29-6-3 on 12 of 15 shooting. He was a man possessed. David Parker, the man that stole Marcus Anthony's chain, 14-3-3 and 2 steals. He stole your boy's chain, Braden. I'm sorry.
Hey, a win's a win.
Braden just wants to see the Hokies in the tournament. He wants the Hokies to try and prove to him that he should send 12 Ks to their team.
Yeah.
All right, next game. NC State finally tastes defeat. Been a while for them. They lose by 3 on the road at Virginia. Daquan Brown was great in this game. 22-7 and 4 blocks for him. Cedric Carnish, 14-10 and 6. I mean, high key, Virginia kind of beat NC State at their own game with all the blocked shots. The defense was excellent for them in this game. Sensei Uwawa, 18-6, 4 and 3 blocks for him. He's been kind of a do-it-all player for NC State this year. Not really a guy they lean on every game for offense, but he's grabbing boards, distributing the ball. I think he's probably the key to why they've been far improved compared to what they've been historically in this sim. Any thoughts on this one, Braden?
I think Wolfpack is serious. They've kept it manageable with the Cavaliers, especially on the road too. But Cavaliers just still have enough strength. Like, they're still a good team.
Yeah. Still got a ton of high-end talent. Yeah, I think NC State's earned a little bit of benefit of the doubt at this point. First loss in God knows how many games. It's been a while. At the very least, they lose close. And that is the last game of our stream. And Braden, what do you notice?
Richmond and Washington.
Kentucky's still ranked. Yeah, they're playing some ugly ass basketball.
Iowa's
UTA at
moving up.
19. Me and my
It could be
boys
much
cracked,
higher, but
but it's
you know,
okay. Creighton dropped
still
6
only one
spots.
more defeated, one undefeated left. Utah. I'm waiting for that Vautech rankings.
The Spiders enter the top 25 for the first time, Braden. How you feel?
I feel good. We might actually have a real program. They might have switched lives with CCSU from the last universe.
How you feel about UTA being number 19?
Good. I expect better though. But it seems like they bounced back from their losses.
They're gonna be for next stream, Yoni. You pay for those way too fucking late. Why Yoni always paying for games like an hour before stream? And deadass thinking I'm about to make those slides right before stream. Hey, how you feel, Braden? St. Mary's in the top 10. I think they've been there once before.
Right,
I want to say it was back in like year 2 or 3. I know they got up super high for like a week or two. Man, a team that I just missed on in the preseason, fucking Mississippi State. I was not buying this team. But they're number 7 right now. Probably pretty safe to say they're probably going to stay in the top 25. I don't think that's going to change, personally. Also, Indiana. It's just been... I didn't really expect to see the Hoosiers here. Also, Vanderbilt. They're kind of hot right now. Shooting up the rankings. They're number 12 right now. Brayden, who would you take in a game between Utah and UNC right now?
Utah still.
Utah. I mean, both those teams are the 1 and 2 right now for sure. I don't want to discount Creighton though. I mean they're only 13 because the Big East is just not respected like that yet still, but I think the three best teams right now are the Blue Jays, the Tar Heels, and the Utes. I'm so excited for this tournament when we get there. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
Do you feel like there's a lot of changing of guard?
I feel like there's a good bit of that. The SEC is still like really in the balance right now. And Tennessee and Vanderbilt's a player in that right now as well. I don't know, I feel like people.
You got for us?
I feel like people are just like not really talking about St. Mary's that much. They are the defending champions, and they still have basically everybody from that team that won last year. Duke's got to get shit together. They had a horrible week, horrible stream. Honestly, they think 1 and 3. I think NC State is a big time sleeper team just because they're the best rebounding team, and that's obviously won them a lot of games. Also, Washington. Have they figured something out? Man, Sam's showing up just in time for the end of the stream. We'd love to see it. But yeah, that is all I got today. This will be the last stream for a while. I'll be going on vacation this weekend, so No DCAA for a little bit.
That means people get to watch my series that I'm about to.
Yeah. Brandon keeps crying about not having a fucking affiliate. Help a brother out.
Yeah. Please. Please. Please help a broke man out. Yes, Yoni. I don't have Shane's game. How am I supposed to? Think, Yoni. Think. How am I supposed to take over the DCAA?
Brandon doesn't have the time to do these slides like I do.
No, I'm too busy creating coaching lesson plans now.
Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you in, like... I got probably like a week, yeah. Alright, bye now.